Hello and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning hella early at 4:45 a.m. and goes until 5 a.m. here on YouTube, and then 4:45 p.m. goes into 5 p.m. on Facebook Live. We are show aimed at entrepreneurs, those who have their own business, those who would like to own their own business, and those who simply would like to live like a boss. If you find yourself falling within one of those designations, you've arrived at the right place. And as you may also be able to discern from the show's title, we're also interested in the idea of using joy itself as a technology to move ourselves towards our goals and objectives. We encourage everyone on the show to start their own business that they may be able to eventually fund their own dream project, their own passion project, that thing that maybe heretofore they've been unable to manifest because they've been unable to um, identify a funding angel, find a bank loan, or another more traditional or non-traditional source of funding. So one of our services, for example, is that we help people create businesses that are designed to be funding engines for the big project, the passion project, And of course, we also go out and speak to organizations, universities about this information as well about being productive through joy. We have a great youth program as well. So you can find out more by going to productivethroughjoy.com, or simply by going to michaeldatcher.com. Or, of course, definitely subscribe here on YouTube to the Michael Datcher channel and get a sense of what we do and follow your boy. But let me say a few words for those who are new to the show. We're just now today is changing from Facebook in the morning to YouTube in terms of our live broadcasting. So super powerful switch here, moving on to YouTube for, of course, our broader, wider audiences. All right. So for those who are new to the show, this is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were also optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called my people, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the founding editor of the International Journal of Literary Nonfiction called The Truth About the Facts, which is based here in the States, but which has a global readership. Work from all over the world, Sri Lanka, Moldova, France, in recent years. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americas, set 13 miles from Ferguson, where, of course, Michael Brown was murdered. That book will be published this February 2018 on Third World Press. We're very excited about that American edition of the book coming out. And the book was originally published in Germany. The novel was itself. It's coming on home. We're excited. So look for that. Bookstores everywhere, February 2018. That book interrogates the intersection between race and violence in America through the story of American twins. Very powerful story. I'm also the former executive director of the World Stage, a literary and jazz venue here in California. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I'm currently a professor of English Lit here at LMU in Los Angeles. I'm an expert at being productive, all right? I don't say that to brag, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I'm the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to a wonderful single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Kool Moe Dee famously said, "Ha, you like me now." Right? If I can be this productive through joy, so can many of us who, in fact, are watching the show. So, that in many ways inspires this show. We know what it's like to go through hardship, and sometimes when those of us who go through hardship, we allow that to be our excuse as to why we cannot ball until we fall. We're here to tell you and to show you that you can ball from wherever whence you came. You can do it big from whatever small hamlet you manifested yourself from. All right, so let's dive in. Please again subscribe here on YouTube to the Michael Datcher channel. Get notices about all of our videos, events, really powerful. All of our public programming is just a great place to be at michaeldatcher.com. you can find all of these videos. All right. Today, guys, we're talking about a really, really important topic: oneness and productivity. What is the tie between oneness and productivity? Again, this show is aimed at entrepreneurs and also for those who simply want to live like a boss. So we have a general audience as well, as we provide consulting for individuals who are looking to manifest their highest level of productivity, especially for the youth, as well as we go, as I said before, to speak on college campuses and also to organizations around the country about this information as well. Again, go to michaeldatcher.com, productivethroughjoy.com, or just subscribe here to YouTube, the Michael Datcher channel. And so here we are talking about a really important topic: oneness and productivity. On the morning show, we also talk about the importance of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you, which is our way of thinking about, at times we wake up, as we know, with trouble on our mind, and that trouble can get us off base because we're so focused on the past, about what has happened in the recent past, or as I told you, my more historical past, or what we have to deal with in the day that is to come. But that present, that past, and that future get us out of the really important time, date of the present, which is completely the key to being hyper productive, is living literally in the present, in the moment, as you may have heard from the vernacular of the current day. Super important. And we talk about this with people in the context, literally, of again, framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you, but doing it in the context of ritual. Ritual can be defined as essentially doing the same thing at around the same time. So let me give you a sense of my morning ritual. So in the mornings, I wake up at 3:45 a.m., hella early, including this morning. I read a couple of books, spiritual or business books. I do our morning show here on YouTube now until at 4:45 and go until 5. Then at 5, I work on my current novel until sunrise. I live here along the coast in Venice Beach, California, on the west coast of America. So at 5, I just walk out to the beach and I bring my drum, I meditate, I pray, I do yoga. It's a very, very powerful time here in the morning. I come back to the house, work on my current book for a while longer, then I go back to the beach to run up the coast all the way past Santa Monica's Pier and return all the way back here to Venice to go to my gym, Gold's Gym here in Venice. And so by 8:45, guys, I'm feeling amazing. My body's being flooded with endorphins, and those endorphins give me a sense of euphoria that I can then leverage to move myself towards my goals and objectives. And we're not saying do what I do, but we are saying do something every day, because life happens to us and for us every single day. You gotta prepare for the day that you know is going to come. So I'm reading 2 great books now. I'm reading a book of Gnostic scriptures out of this great book called the Nag Hammadi Reader. Bam, it's a great book. Like basically a text about Jesus era writings. I'm also reading a book by Jen Sincero, which is kind of a book about wealth, having a wealth mindset, called You Are a Badass at Making Money, one of the best titles of all times. And from those 2 books, I extract some wisdom, which I call the morning chant, which I think about throughout my day. Today's morning chant is, bam, today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, I am one with the all in all, so I manifest and dwell in abundance that is already present inside of me. Indeed, once again, so the morning chant for today, which I think about throughout my day and start the morning show with each day, as a meditating natural mystic, I am one with the all in all, so I manifest and dwell in abundance that is already present inside of me. So again, I create the morning and afternoon shows based upon that idea. And so we're talking today about oneness and productivity, which we're going to dive into the crux of the conversation right now. But let me, again, encourage you to hit the subscriber button here on YouTube. Also go to productivethroughjoy.com or michaeldatcher.com. Let's dive in. And so point 1 is that you want to know that you are already one with the all in all. What does that mean? You know, many of the great world religions and also the so-called minor religions or minor belief systems, there's a belief that in the beginning of time there was just one thing, and that one thing subdivided itself. It expressed, it multiplied itself, it manifested from itself all things, right? And for those, my folks, my colleagues in universities who are physicists, who are oftentimes are not believers in a traditional, I guess, a God, but they do know about the import of energy. They know that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just or destroyed. It just changes forms. So all that was here in the beginning is still here right now, which is a very, very powerful concept. That means that the original thing, the original energy that was here in the beginning, is still everywhere in some form, and everywhere has got to include inside of you and inside of me. And if that is true, we believe that is to be true, that oneness, that one aspect of that oneness is still present inside of you. That means you're made of the same substance as the original energy, as the primordial thing itself, as the original God, the Yahweh, the Jesus, whatever you want to call that particular original thing. And so the key, then one of the keys then is going back and going inside and being able to access that particular oneness. So the ancient Egyptians, or the Commetans, believe that a person should know thyself, go inside and know the God inside of themselves, and that way they could be able to tap into that oneness and then do what that God did, which was to create. So at our core, we are creators if we're made of the same substance as an original primordial being. And so once you have a belief, a knowledge about that, and there's many ways you can reach out to us, we can talk to you more in detail off the air. Once you have just a basic rudimentary knowledge of that fact, the implications of it are transformative, which goes in the point to what are the implications of knowing that you are one, that you are made of the same substance as the primordial being. The first and most important implication of that is that you can do what the God can do, as we hinted at before. So it's best seen through example. If I were to go right now to the ocean, which I live right literally hundreds of feet from, just right here in Venice, with a thimble. If I go to the ocean here, walk across the sand and get a thimble of ocean water, it's only a thimble, but it's still the ocean. It's not the big original body ocean, not the main body. It's a small symbol, in fact, a small thimble of the ocean. But it's the ocean nonetheless. We are that same thimble of God, right? So we don't have the same power as God. Just like one thimble doesn't have the same roaring, powerful energy of the ocean, but we are made of the same substance. We have a smaller degree of that power, but we have the qualitative, the same qualitative contents. We can do what that God can do, what the ocean can do, we can do what the Spirit can do, which is to create. Such a powerful thing. We can actually create. And so, as an individual, and also as an entrepreneur, through visualization and meditation and other types of spiritual modalities, you can manifest things that you hold in your mind and attach them to emotion, which we'll get to in a more deeper level if you reach out to us and talk to us about these concepts in more detail. Again, go to productivethroughjoy.com or michaeldatcher.com to reach out to us, or simply subscribe here to Michael Datcher channel, the Michael Datcher channel here on YouTube, which goes right into point 3. Once you understand that you can create, then what do you want to create? That's the third most important concept. You have to think about what you want to create. We talk a lot about abundance in our consulting workshops. It's just about abundance in terms of, it isn't just about abundance in terms of making money, although money is important because money is just energy which gives you options. But abundance in love, abundance in health, abundance in your children's development. I've got 2 beautiful daughters, and so I'm really into children's culture. Abundance in being able to serve in this circulatory planet that we all share. And so that's the third piece, is that you can then begin to identify what you want to create, including abundance in all of this multitudinous expressions. All right? So boom, there goes the dynamite. That's it for this morning's show here on YouTube. Our inaugural show on YouTube, having switched our morning show from Facebook to YouTube. Please spread the word about the show. Please share this on your social media platforms. Thank you for watching. We air each weekday morning at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube and then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook. Thanks for being here. You can also reach out to us. We do live one-on-one Productive Through Joy consulting, but of course we also speak to organizations and universities around the country, around the world now. Reach out to us. Have us come talk to you. Thanks for being here. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. Until next time, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces. Oh, let me remind you also to become a subscriber. Hit that subscriber button. Get all the videos right to your, a link to all the videos. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.